You're walking through the terminal, boarding pass in hand, thinking you've seen it all, until you realize airports are quietly running plays you'd never expect. From unclaimed bags being sold to weird little policies no one tells you about, there's a whole world behind those gates. Stick around. Number 4, you won't believe what happens to your luggage when it goes missing. When your flight's delayed and you're stuck in a terminal with nothing but overpriced food and the world's slowest charging station, it feels like a massive inconvenience. But for the airport, it might be a payday. Here's what's really going on. Most airports make a significant portion of their revenue, not just from airline fees, but from retail and food vendor commissions. And most of those shops pay rent based on percentage of sales agreements. So the longer passengers stay inside the terminal, the more money those vendors can pull in, and the more the airport earns. Every delayed flight means hundreds, sometimes thousands of passengers are stuck in the building longer than planned. That's more coffee, more snacks, more neck pillows, magazines, impulse tech buys, and last-minute souvenir keychains. Basically, your boredom equals their bonus. In fact, some airports even offer lounges, upgrades, or delay kits through partner brands during long holds. Not out of kindness, but because it keeps you spending in their space. The longer you linger, the more they win. And no, we're not saying airports create delays on purpose, but there's very little financial pressure on them to make your wait more tolerable. The airlines might eat the cost of late arrivals and missed connections. The airport, it's getting a bigger cut from the burrito you just panic ordered at 9:30 p.m. So next time you're stuck watching your gate time creep upward, just know someone somewhere in that terminal is counting your delay as a win. Ever walked past one of those sleek tech stores or vending machines near your gate and thought, I'll just grab those headphones I forgot? Hold that thought, because airport tech pricing is its own little trap. Let's break it down. A pair of Beats Studio wireless headphones might cost $299 at your local Best Buy, but at a local Best Buy kiosk inside an airport, you could see them marked up to $379.99. That's an $80 you forgot to pack tax. And that markup isn't rare. Airports know you're in a bind, and they price accordingly. But here's where it gets interesting. Airport vending machines, yes, the same ones that spit out electronics next to gate B12, can sometimes offer better value than the airport stores. Brands like Best Buy Express, Swift Inc., and even Uniqlo have vending machines with standardized or competitive pricing. One report found that a Uniqlo down jacket from a vending machine at an Oakland airport cost the exact same as it did in-store. No markup at all. And in some cases, you might actually save money if you hit the right machine. For instance, Swift vending machines have been known to stock Apple AirPods, phone chargers, and travel power banks at or near standard retail prices. These machines are optimized for efficiency, lower staff costs, fewer logistics, so they don't always need to inflate prices like a physical store does. Still, there's a catch. Premium or niche products like Therabody massage guns, portable projectors, or travel exclusive bundles can carry inflated prices even in vending machines. And some machines quietly stock older or stripped down models packaged to look premium. That charger you're eyeing? It might be last year's version with slower output, priced like it's cutting edge tech. Also, while some airports like JFK have policies requiring vendors to offer at least one affordable tech option per product category, everything else is fair game. That means while one $19 charger sits front and center, the $59 deluxe version is still lurking nearby, hoping you're tired, desperate, and ready to tap your card. One last tip, if you do buy from a branded machine like Best Buy Express and later realize the item was cheaper elsewhere, you can sometimes request a price adjustment by submitting a claim with proof of the lower price. It's a little known policy, but good to know if buyer's remorse hits before takeoff. If you've ever walked through an airport and felt like you were being subtly funneled into spending money, you're not imagining things. Airports are designed to act like retail experiences first. transit hub second. From the moment you pass security, you're being guided through a carefully choreographed maze. Ever wonder why you're forced to weave through duty-free just to get to your gate? It's not for your convenience, it's strategy. That layout is called a walk-through retail model, and it's been proven to boost impulse purchases. You think you're just browsing, and suddenly you've bought cologne you'll never wear. Even things like signage placement, seating orientation, and lighting are planned with spending in mind. Chairs face stores, not windows. Escalators lead straight into high-traffic retail. And that long detour to find water or a phone charger, it's often intentional. Airports make a huge chunk of their revenue from rent paid by retail tenants, sometimes even more than they make from airlines using their runways. And then there's the psychology. You're bored, you're tired, maybe a little anxious. Prime conditions for what marketers call disinhibited spending. You're more likely to splurge on snacks, souvenirs, or that overpriced neck pillow because, hey, you're technically already spending just by being there. Even food courts are designed with slower lines and open layouts to increase dwell time, aka the longer you linger, the more likely you are to buy a second snack or browse a nearby store while you wait. So next time you're in a terminal thinking, why is everything so expensive? And why do I suddenly want a Toblerone the size of a baseball bat? It's not by chance. Airports are engineered to make you spend, and they're really good at it. You know that sinking feeling at the baggage carousel? Everyone else grabs their bags, the belt slows down, and your suitcase is nowhere in sight. Maybe it's delayed, maybe it's lost. But here's what most people don't realize. If your luggage goes missing and isn't recovered after about 90 days, it doesn't stay with the airline, it gets sold. Yep, your lost belongings could end up in a small town in Alabama. There's an actual store called the Unclaimed Baggage Center in Scottsboro. It's not a joke. It's a massive retail operation that buys unclaimed luggage from airlines, sorts through the contents, and resells what's worth keeping. Clothes, electronics, jewelry, you name it. They receive around 7,000 new items every day, and the stuff is surprisingly high-end. Laptops, cameras, luxury bags. Some of it ends up on racks in the store. Some of it's cleaned and donated, and the rest sold off to people who have no idea where it came from, other than once it belonged to someone who probably really wanted it back. What's wild is that this isn't some niche operation. Airlines routinely sell unclaimed bags to companies like this because it's cheaper and easier than storing them long term. Once that 90-day window closes and they've done the minimum effort to contact you, they legally have the right to offload it. And it's not just a US thing. In the UK, places like Heathrow Airport work with auction houses that sell off unclaimed bags to the highest bidder. One woman bought a mystery suitcase for €130, found an iPad, brand new Ugg boots, and designer jeans inside. None of which were hers, but totally hers now. So, while you're calling customer service for the third time, wondering if your luggage is ever coming back, there's a good chance someone in another state or country is unzipping it and trying on your favorite hoodie. Moral of the story? Always keep your essentials in your carry-on, because once your bag disappears into the system, it might not be coming back, but it will be coming out somewhere with a price tag on it. It's no secret airports want you spending money, but what they actually don't want you doing is finding out how much free stuff they actually offer. And no, we're not just talking about the occasional water fountain. Many airports quietly provide lounges with free Wi-Fi, workspaces, even nap pods. But they bury that info deep on their websites or inside apps you've probably never downloaded. Some terminals offer free showers, yoga rooms, or even mini museums. But the signage? Practically invisible. Why? Because if you knew they were there, you might skip the $60 day pass lounge or overpriced bottle of water. Need a charging station? You'll likely walk past 5 4-pay kiosks before finding that hidden row of free USB ports behind a random pillar near Gate 47. Traveling with kids? Some airports offer free play areas or movie zones, but good luck locating them without asking 3 staff members and deciphering the terminal map like it's a treasure hunt. Here's the kicker. These amenities are already paid for through airline and passenger fees. So why hide them? Because directing you toward paid upgrades, fast lanes, and premium lounges makes them more money. The longer you wander in confusion, the more likely you are to shell out for convenience. So next time you're killing time before takeoff, ask someone at the info desk what's actually free, because odds are it's more than you think. They've just made it really easy to miss. So the next time you're stuck on a delay, pricing headphones, or wondering where your luggage went, remember this. Airports are doing a lot more behind the scenes than you think. Whether they're profiting off your wait, quietly auctioning off your stuff, or nudging you toward another impulse buy, it pays to stay sharp. If any of this surprised you, or made you double check your carry-on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more untold airport truth coming your way. And hey, got a wild airport story? Bought a mystery bag? Found a free shower no one knew about? Drop it in the comments. We're always watching. Fly smart, stay sharp. We'll see you at the next gate.